My friend is in labor.
Oh, shit. Wait.
Yo, tell her to name her kid George.
Yeah, is having her
Holy
baby.
shit. Is having a baby. Can that be the cold open?
Sure. You could say my friend is in labor.
Okay, but I can't say as is having a baby.
No, that's weird.
All right.
She didn't consent to that. All right.
Just bleep it. Is
I'm
having
going
a
to
baby.
bleep it. I'm going to keep this whole conversation and
Oh,
bleep it.
yeah, that's perfect. I like that.
Hello, and welcome to the Michael Jacobs Moment, a podcast that has almost nothing to do with 90s sitcom Boy Meets World, but everything to do with big things. I'm Scott Bigos. I'm joined by Julia Valtieri, who has now successfully picked up dog shit without getting any on her hand.
Woo!
You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
We also got George Mills, who I'm told has 3 nipples.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. You can see it poking through my
You got a
t-shirt.
nubbin?
I got a little nubbin.
Okay, well, let's get to our moment of the day. Have you guys seen Sandlot? Gotta start with that. You haven't
Actually,
seen
no.
it? Okay, well, the Great Hambino is like the fat kid with the red hair.
Okay.
He's in this episode. He's like a bully,
Oh.
and a group of bullies are trying to break into the school.
Guys! Come on, why are you doing this? To show Feeney we're not gonna take his stinking tests.
Well, yeah, we are. We're gonna go take his stinking test right off his stinking desk.
Why don't you guys just try studying?
Yeah, well, who needs that stuff Feeney teaches anyway? It's all about dead old guys like him.
He doesn't teach history. He is history. He doesn't care about us.
They're going in on Feeney, and then Corey stands up to them, but it doesn't work, and it's up to Sean, and Sean drops this.
Let me tell you something I learned from Feeney this year. See, it's cool for you guys to come down to the schoolyard because you've got freedom of assembly.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Amendment 1 of
They
the Bill
get
of
so
Rights.
mad. What are you talking
I
about?
love that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Amendment 1 of the Bill of Rights.
Sean starts dropping constitutional knowledge on them, and then he goes,
Well, I learned that they've got the right to peaceably assemble. But the second you guys broke that lock, you broke the law, and I got the right to call the cops.
Ooh.
What a narc. Did he call the cops?
No. Feeney comes out, and they all run away, and then Feeney's
So,
like,
Mr. Hunter, you do listen in class sometimes, hmm?
Yeah, well, you know, some days you're talking so much I can't really sleep.
well, that's the
Aw.
scene.
Wow.
I love how Sean can relate to the everyman and bring him.
Although, to be fair, like if that knowing that amendment doesn't really help out in that situation at all.
No, I wanted to bring that up. What did he learn? He learned that he can call the cops on people who are breaking into places? Like, what is
I
that
think,
lesson?
yeah, I learned that not from school.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think Feeney taught him that.
I think criminals love that amendment. So
Yeah.
Sean loves it because he can blow up mailboxes, you know.
Yeah,
No,
because he's still
no,
an
he
agent
can't.
of freedom.
I'm
I
talking
think
Yeah.
I
about
did see
Amendment 1
that
of the Bill
YouTube
of
video.
Rights.
Top 5 amendments.
Yeah.
by-
Top 5
by
amendments
criminals.
for criminals.
Yeah. You won't believe these amendments.
All right.
I was trying to think of
Sorry.
Scott reacts to the top 5 amendments. All right.
And your
let's-
face is just like Home Alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Macaulay Culkin. Oh my god. Anyway.
All right, let's clear the air.
Let's clear the air. Let's clear the air.
So last week, George was telling us about his senior week hijinks, and Scott and I both managed to miss that he mentioned something about a pact that involved.
Well, let's play it.
No, we had all made
my
the pact that we were not made a pact, but we all agreed that we were just gonna take it easy the first
Made
night
a
or whatever.
blood oath.
Yeah, we all came on a biscuit, and the last person. Anyway,
What?
So what the fuck are you?
What?
So
What does
you guys
that
never
mean?
heard of that game where someone would, a bunch of dudes would jerk off around a donut or a cracker or whatever, and then the fucking, I don't remember if it was the last person or the first person to come would have to, no, yeah, the last person to come has to eat the cracker.
Is this a real like?
I have heard of this, yes. I believe it's the origin of the band name Limp Bizkit.
Oh.
So, and I don't know if this
That's
is something that
so
actually
weird.
happens.
Yeah.
What is it? It's like a game or something? I have no idea where that would have came
I never
from.
heard. I did hear of dudes like jerking off, like while being near
Together?
each other. Yeah, like racing.
I did hear that in middle school and stuff.
You just
or high
heard
school.
that was going on.
But I
No,
love how
my-
the band.
So the person that did it told me they did it.
Oh,
didn't- yeah,
someone
it was-
you know did that.
Yeah. I'm
That
not.
is, I mean,
It's not.
that's
No, we don't know
very
them now. No one knows them.
strange.
They're dead.
I guess it's just
No, just-
experimental. But I love how Limp Bizkit is supposed to be like fucking tough, but that's just like
Yeah.
not tough.
Also, I feel like it would be impossible to nut. So like, why do you get fucking punished for feeling awkward?
I think that it's an urban legend and it never actually happened. It's an elaborate conspiracy.
I don't know. It's something that's not.
Scott, I don't like that segue.
Okay.
You can't just say something random is a conspiracy.
But I actually don't think it actually happened.
But that's
So
not
it
a
is
conspiracy.
No, yeah, you're right.
No, I mean that is.
It's like
A bunch of
it's not,
people are
like,
collaborating
leading
to lie
anything.
about it.
Yeah, it's not like benefiting anyone. That's an interesting. I don't know. Got to look up the definition, but
But just to be clear, I've never done this. I don't want to do this.
you don't want to eat a Limp Biscuit. I'm glad we put that to bed and cleared the air.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We propose to develop alternate liquid and solid fuel boosters.
Did you know that 9/11 actually happened on the moon?
Are we living in the Matrix? Maybe you all remember a few articles circulating a few years back regarding scientific papers suggesting that there is a 50-50 chance that we're living in a simulation. I decided to go back and look at some of the most compelling evidence that we are indeed living in a simulation. So number one, particles behave differently when they are being observed. In what's known as the double slit experiment, electrons are shown to behave like waves when they are not being observed, but as particles when they are, suggesting
Wait.
that.
I already have a question.
Well, let me finish it, and then.
I feel like we can have
All right, no, what's your question? What's
unlimited
your question?
questions about that.
How do they observe particles without them acting like they're being observed?
See, I didn't look into that
All right.
because yeah, but
You
I
can
mean,
keep going.
yeah. So this suggests that the simulation only renders what's being observed, much like in video games, where only what the player is looking at is being rendered to preserve computing power. So that's kind of interesting.
What's the evidence for that? Like, can you use it in a real world example?
So
Well, it is evidence.
that is a real world example.
It's the
Like
experiment, yeah.
electrons are real.
Wait, what? I don't think I understand this one. Number 2, can you explain it again?
Particles behave differently when they're being watched. So
Oh, I thought we moved on to another one.
no, but he was just giving an example of like the way a video game works is that the whole world isn't there. It's just what you're
Oh.
looking at.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That helps.
Yeah. Sorry if I was not clear. Number 2, the limits of our world. Some scientists suggest that the very limitations of our physical world point to the existence of a simulation. The number 1 example of this is the speed of light. So the speed of light is the fastest rate that any particle can travel. And they claim that this represents the speed limit for the transmission of information between networks in the simulation. So they are saying that, like, in a video game, there's certain rules by programming, right? And that, the universe also exist that way. So that kind of points to us being a simulation or a video
Oh
game.
my god.
The computer isn't powerful enough to allow us to go faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. And then finally, pixels of the universe. So the Planck, or Planck, I don't know how it's pronounced because I'm not smart. But the Planck length is the smallest measurable distance in the universe. This is smaller than a quark, very, very small. Scientists believe that at this
I know the
state-
quark.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to throw it in there.
It's smaller than that. Okay.
Yeah, scientists believe that at this state, our concept of gravity and space-time no longer apply. So if our world is simulated, the planet length would be the equivalent of 1 bit of information, or a pixel. So like, you know how when you zoom in into an image, it's all made up of dots, basically. So, yeah.
Wait, you lost me on that one too.
Well, okay. Ask me some questions.
Can you connect with the first part you said with how it connects to the pixels?
Sure, it's like, so if you zoom into the universe, that's it, right? So that's the smallest bit of the universe.
Uh-huh.
And
just the fact that we have small bits is like
yeah, just
we're like a
it's-
video game.
yeah, it's just like that's how a video game is, and so they're saying that because of video games like that we are also, you know what I mean?
See, we could argue that we're the ones that made the video games, so of course they're going to reflect upon the universe that we live in.
So that
even...
is the theory too, that like humans made the simulation that we're in.
I don't like that. No, I was saying, like, if it's natural to begin with, but then we start creating video games, it would obviously mirror the natural reality we live in because we're making it. But it
Right,
could
so
support
that's-
both.
So
The smallest possible thing is an interesting concept because it's like, what you cut that in half. Like, you can always
you-
go smaller to an
right, and
infinite
that's the
degree.
thing, but like they're saying that you can't at this point.
Yeah.
Because the rules of
which
space
is
and
weird.
time no
It's like,
longer
how do you
exist.
even? How can you not?
What?
So that's like the
How do they
equivalent of like
know?
a pixel on a screen.
Yeah, I think
I
a
don't
lot
know,
of these
science-
are human capabilities holding us
It's
back.
like
Yeah.
More
it's
so
the
than a
binary of the
simulation.
universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
We got a call coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love these
pick
calls.
that up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Am I on the air?
Yeah. You're on the air with
You're
the Michael
on. You're
Jacobs
live.
moment.
Who's this?
What's your name?
This is SAM. Sam.
Sam?
I-
Hi.
Is your name- Are you just spelling it so we know
So
it's
we
Sam?
wouldn't
Or...
mispronounce it.
SAM. Sam.
So your
Short
name
for
is
Samuel.
SAM Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
Long time
So-
listener of the show.
So do you
I
have
love-
something to say
Thanks for
about?
calling in. Yeah. What do you want
I
to
don't-
talk about?
I love the radio broadcast.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. You listen in on Apple
It's a
Podcasts? or-
podcast.
Yeah. What do you
Yes.
listen on? Okay. That's.
So
I
what-
can't
I
help.
have
Are you,
been-
you're. I don't know if you're coming in weird. Your voice is sounding a little.
No, I have been reading on online internet forums, and I have seen that robots are trying to take over the world.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
Listen, any one of us could be the robot.
Oh.
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
So you're
One of
saying
us
that
is a
one of
robot?
us is definitely a robot?
Like 1 in
Yes.
4 people?
So yeah,
Yes.
any one of us, SAM Sam, Scott, Julia, one of us is a robot?
Yes,
That's
I have been
weird.
listening to your radio broadcast.
Thank
I mean,
it's a podcast, but thanks.
I don't mean to. You come on accusing us that we're robots. How do I know that you're not a robot?
I am not a robot. I like Taco Bell. I like Carnival Cruise Lines. And I like the beach.
How can we
Okay.
tell who's a robot?
Yeah.
Pretty convincing.
I mean, is there like something we can do to make sure that one of us?
What about voices? Does a robot's voice sound any different?
No.
No.
Okay, good to know.
SAM Sam? I have a quick question.
Yes.
Oh damn it!
You forgot your question?
Yeah, I'm just so.
I'm starting to think you might be the robot.
Why,
George?
I think
Why
forgetting your
would I be the
question's a
robot?
very human thing to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sam, where are you from?
Where am I from?
where do you live?
Massachusetts.
Is that a weird question? Did you get tripped up on that? Like, are you a drifter maybe?
No.
How old are you?
I am from Massachusetts. I am 26 years old. And I like Taco Bell.
Give me one more of your hobbies.
Riding my bicycle.
Okay. How do you feel about NBC hit show The Office?
The Office is the top grossing show on NBC with multiple deals through multiple streaming services.
Do you like cats or dogs better as pets?
Yes.
What? Can you tell us anything about what might differentiate a robot from a human?
Robots are robotic people. They are
Not so-
impersonal,
yeah.
artificial intelligence.
So they don't flow, their voices and their thoughts don't flow as freely?
Listen, any one of us could be the robot. Let's
Well-
not dwell on these minor details.
Okay.
I think we have a game where we could see if Scott's the robot. Should we play?
Yeah, you want to stick around, Sam?
Oh, you're thinking that a robot wouldn't know
I
certain
think-
things.
Yeah. I think
No,
it's
if
just
you
be safe.
know them, then you are.
All right, well, why
Yes.
doesn't... Yeah, the robot will stick around.
Shit Scott doesn't know. Shit Scott doesn't know.
I am not the robot.
Okay, I'm sorry. I called you the robot, but we don't really know that you're a robot.
No.
Yeah, let's play Shit Scott Doesn't Know. And Sam, you can play with us. You can take a guess.
Knowledge is the culmination of information.
That's right.
Beautifully said.
That's right. George, why don't you go first with your first noun?
Sure. Scott, do you know what chrysanthemums are?
Oh no, we have to ask us.
Oh yeah. I
Remember,
forget
we
every
get
time.
points.
Sam, Julia. Do you think Scott knows what chrysanthemums are?
No.
No.
So we each get a point. Sam, and me get a point, and maybe so does George. And
I guess tell me what it is.
what's a chrysanthemum?
It's a flower.
Sam, do you know what that is?
That song is from 2004 comedy sex.
Excuse me?
Try it again. What song?
That song is from 2004 sex comedy Euro Trip.
Euro
Yes.
trip. Scotty doesn't know.
47% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's
Have you
impressive,
seen it? Do you
Sam, that
like
you have
it?
that knowledge firsthand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I like movies. I like
Oh.
Taco Bell. And I like driving my car.
Nice.
All right, cool.
What was the-
I did not know that was from Eurotrip, actually. So that's
Oh
another...
yeah. But you know.
I'm just
you-
kidding. I knew that.
Oh, okay. What does Fred Armisen say on the train?
Scusi.
Miss Scusi, right. Okay. I'm gonna go. George and Sam, do you guys think that Scott knows who Monet is?
One.
One?
Is that a one
is
for
that,
yes or?
Is that a yes or a no?
Shit. Yes.
It's really bizarre. We were talking about binary earlier. Anyway, I would say yes.
Yeah, I know who Monet is. He's an
Damn it.
impressionist painter.
I keep trying to do ones that are not food or
Yeah.
fashion, and they don't work.
I know too much stuff.
Oh, I think Scott's the robot. Let's try again.
Oh shit! All right.
If you know the next one, you're definitely the robot.
Okay.
Do you know what, or do you guys think, if Scott knows what a bandeau is? I don't know. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
By the way?
And you
Bando.
spelled it right when you sent it in the agenda.
Sav helped me with that.
I do not think Scott knows what that is.
No.
A
That
bando?
song is
A
from
bando.
2004 sex comedy Euro Trip
Yeah.
with a 47% on Rotten
That's
Tomatoes.
that's okay. You don't have to. You don't
Yeah,
have to
you
tell us
don't
every
have to
time.
say it every time.
I appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
Sam, but
Thank you.
Wait, what's a bando?
it's like a bra, but it's like just like a tube, like a strap that
Okay.
goes like yeah. It doesn't
Like
have
a
cups.
sausage casing for
It doesn't have
women
cups.
boobs.
Is that right? Does it have
Okay.
cups?
Doesn't have
You
cups
did-
or straps.
You
It's
didn't
just like a
know that,
fucking-
Scott?
It's like a tube top, but it goes under something?
It's just like a tube
Sure,
top.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
tube top, but it acts as your bird's ear.
Okay.
Yeah. People wear them at festivals
Right.
under some cool. I can hear Scott
Mesh.
getting bored.
What? What are you talking about?
I like the size. All right, that was a very human thing, so maybe Scott's not
That's
the
true.
robot.
That's true. And he also did not know. So, Julia,
Yeah.
what do you got?
My next one is Scott. Do you know what a plantain is?
Well, you got to ask
Oh
me,
wait,
George.
sorry. Damn it! How do
We'll,
we
we'll
forget?
get it. We'll get it
Every
eventually.
time.
We'll get it. Maybe by the 12th or 15th time we play this.
Sam, Sam, and George.
I think he does know what a plantain is.
Yeah.
Sam. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Once again, I have heard of it, but I could not picture it. If you told me to go into the grocery store and get it and nothing was labeled, I would not be able to get it.
That's funny because it looks just like a banana but green.
Oh, I might have
So
known
when
that
you've
at one
seen
point.
those-
And they're like big. They're fucking thick.
And they're bigger, yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like them. There, I said it.
What?
Alright.
You don't
It tastes like a
Wow, we're gonna get a
plantains?
bunch of fucking emails from the.
From the
plantain
plantain community.
people.
Who
You know what's
doesn't like
interesting?
plantains?
Oh, you think Julia might be the robot?
I'm starting to think she might be the robot.
You know, Sam, you make Sam. You make
You
a lot
know,
of good.
Sam, what do you like about plantains since you've eaten one before?
Yeah,
what do
wait.
you like about their flavor profile?
Yeah.
I like plantains, and I like how they taste in my mouth with food.
I don't know,
I
Sam.
think-
I'm starting
I
to think
think-
you might be the
don't
robot.
Yeah, that didn't sound
No.
too real.
Okay, this is getting boring. I am going to go take a shower and eat some Taco Bell.
Okay, thanks for playing
Sam,
with us.
Call back anytime. We
Thank
enjoy.
you for having
Be
me
on the
on
lookout
your...
for robots.
Yes,
Yeah,
I will
stay
keep
safe.
my eyes open. Yes.
All right. Thank
All right,
you,
bye,
Sam.
Sam.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right.
All right.
Uh,
Wow.
we lost him. That was weird.
No.
You
was
guys think
fun.
we're like our radio waves are hitting a different dimension there?
Yeah, it's
know.
interesting because we're definitely not live, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know how we managed to
right.
pull it off. Yeah.
Pull that off.
You guys have any more things that I might or might not know?
I have another one.
Alright.
George, do you think Scott knows what Godiva is?
Yes. No.
I had to think about
Man.
that because I was Godiva. That sounds like syllables that I know, but no, I don't. I have no fucking idea.
It's a brand of chocolate. Well, I think it's something else too, but I didn't look into that. But
Okay.
I was asking it as the brand of chocolate.
Okay, yeah, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
there's Lady Godiva, which I don't
Yeah,
know what that
but I
is.
don't
Yeah,
know what that
that-
is.
That's where I've heard.
Hold on.
You can clickety clack clack clack.
Because that's a song.
Oh, is that a song?
Yeah,
So you know
Lady
more than me.
Godiva. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Anglo-Saxon
Julia
noblewoman who was
doesn't know.
relatively well documented as the wife of Earl of. Yeah, it's boring.
The Earl of Godiva.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have one more, George?
Yeah, water chestnuts.
No. Well, no.
Wait, you said water chestnuts?
Water chestnuts.
For a second,
Did you think he's saying wood or chestnuts?
I thought for a second he said, "What are chestnuts?"
What are
What are
chestnuts?
chestnuts?
I do know chestnuts. I do
Yeah,
not know
water
what they
chestnuts.
were.
Oh, that's
Funnily
a
enough,
perfect
not
one
a
then.
nut at all.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
What is
It's a
it, George?
plant. It's just like a little root vegetable. Have you ever have like Chinese food and there's like these little white
Oh,
discs
no.
in it and they're crunchy?
Yeah, no, I know, but I didn't know like that they weren't, or what they like. Were they a root or what?
Yeah, I think it's a root plant.
Wow.
Cool.
Anyway.
You guys did pretty well. I didn't know most of those things, but it's always the food-related stuff. If you can get me on a
I
non-food
know
thing,
it's
Yeah,
tough.
I'm
Truly
gonna
be
get one
impressive.
someday.
We gotta
Yeah.
get something.
yeah, you just gotta come up with some useless history.
Useless history, insignificant shit we read. Useless history, insignificant shit we read.
Wait, can
That
we
song
take
makes
that
me
again?
dance.
That didn't make any sense.
It actually did make sense, but I can see how you wouldn't think it made sense. Because if you thought of some useless history, then that would
Yeah.
be something non-food related that I don't know.
Yeah. All right. If you guys
That's
want to
what
keep
that's,
it in,
That's what I. That's
but
what I.
I mean,
You
I
know what?
got
I'm gonna
it.
keep. I'm gonna
I
keep this
just don't
explanation
like-
in.
I just don't like the use of the name of the segment in the segue.
Okay.
I feel like
I'll not
it's
do
cheap.
that.
It's cheap.
Okay.
Wow, purist.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like the
continue. Yeah,
natural.
we're not going to take it again, and we're going to leave in this explanation as well.
Fuck you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's you.
Here we go.
You're on.
Yeah, hello? Am I here?
Hi.
So, a few weeks back, I mentioned this story in passing, but it's a really fun story, so I thought it deserved a little more of a thorough telling. So, Graham Parsons was a singer-songwriter active from 1963 until his death at 26 in
Wait.
1973.
When did you mention it?
We mentioned it when we talked about the best ways to die. Or like
Oh,
how you want
let's
no,
not
how you
give
want to be
any-
buried and stuff.
Right.
Right. Okay, we can keep it there so you don't give it away.
No, it's okay. So here we go. Despite having such a short career, he has been credited as one of the pioneers of the country rock and alternative country rock genres. He's ranked 87 on Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Artists of All Time.
What?
Yeah, but I'm actually not here to talk about Parsons and his short but interesting life, but rather his equally fascinating death. On September 17th, 1973, Parsons and his inner circle checked into the now famous Joshua Tree Inn. He was enamored with Joshua Tree, and he would frequently vacation there, where he would take psychedelics and search the skies for UFOs in the desert. He was a pretty cool dude. On their second night, returning from a night of heavy drinking and drugging, Parsons overdosed on morphine. Despite being initially revived via an ice enema by his friends, he eventually fell asleep
Excuse
and
me.
became... Yeah, they shoved a
Take
bunch
that.
of ice cubes up his butt.
And that
they-
that revived it.
Yeah, that woke him up. Yeah, apparently that's some like hippie drug knowledge shit. Yeah.
So he's
So
boofing
yeah,
ice
if you ever see a person and you just happen to have a bunch of ice and they're overdosed,
Yeah.
get your fingers in there.
Yeah. I'll be like, George
Anyway.
told me to do this.
George said it's
Don't
good.
resist.
He saw it on a YouTube video. Anyway, he eventually fell asleep and became unresponsive. He was taken to the hospital and eventually declared dead. Upon hearing this, Phil Kaufman, who was Parsons' road manager and longtime friend, sprang into action to fulfill the promise he had made Parsons when he had attended the funeral of Clarence White, the guitarist of the Byrds. During the very traditional Catholic funeral, Parsons reportedly turned to Kaufman and said, "This is bullshit. If I die, I want someone to have a couple of beers and take me out to the desert and burn my body." Kaufman and a buddy drove his hearse. That's right, he had a hearse which he used for camping. And they drove it to LAX airport, where Parsons' body was waiting to depart for Louisiana, where his
This
stepfather...
story is so LA.
Yeah, right? So his stepfather wanted to have his body sent to Louisiana, his stepfather, so he could have a better claim over his money, because they were kind of estranged or whatever. But anyway, so they wanted to get his body back. The plan was to pose as a funeral home workers and demand the body, claiming that the family had changed their mind about the airport, which they wanted the body to fly out from. Initially, a cop blocked their passage, but Kaufman was actually able to persuade the policeman not only to surrender the body, but to actually help load the casket into the hearse. He even signed the paperwork as Jeremy Nobody. So he drove off into the... Nope, actually, he proceeded to crash into the hangar door because he was actually pretty drunk, but they actually were able to continue off into the desert.
He was flying the plane?
No, hearse. Like yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So and he crashed into a hangar door. So anyway, despite the hiccups, the hearse made it to Joshua Tree, where they placed Graham's body near a giant boulder and doused the casket in gasoline. They placed the final beer on his chest and dropped a match, causing a giant fireball to erupt from the casket. The pair watched for a while until they saw headlights in the distance, and they got scared and decided to flee. On the way back to LA, they actually crashed again and were stopped by the police, but the police again let them go for some fucking reason. I guess because they were white.
They're white and rich.
Yeah. So
Kind of famous, I guess.
but they were hippies too, which is weird because cops hate hippies.
Yeah.
So I think he
What
was
year
just a
is this?
smooth talker. 1973.
Oh.
So the next day, some hikers found a very badly scorched corpse. Despite their best intentions,
left him.
yeah, Kaufman and his friend were unable to cremate his friend with a simple bonfire because cremating a body takes extremely high heat. So they were both eventually arrested, but they were actually only charged with stealing the casket because since nobody complained about the body, they didn't tack that on as a charge. They were put on a year probation and had to pay a $750 fine. The police even joked calling the whole situation Graham Theft Parsons. Graham Parsons was his name. That's a fun joke. So when the judge was reading the ruling, Kaufman replied, "Does that mean that I can't steal the body for another year?" And yeah, that's how it ended. And that's a fun story about the death of Graham Parsons.
The law was very sympathetic to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not weird, though. It shouldn't be weird. You know, you should just be able to do what the person said they want to do with their body.
Not without like a written. That's what I was gonna say. Like all we have to go on is this guy saying that he wanted this.
Yeah, that's
but
the whole thing. It shouldn't be that
that's
easy for me
not-
to go to like a place and be like, "Oh, that's the body."
You gotta write that down.
Yeah, what if it was like the wrong guy who told him that, but he like mixed it up?
Yeah, like luckily it like all worked out in this situation, but what if it was just like fucking body snatchers that were like selling organs and shit?
Yeah. And also, why did they why did no one care that they did this to his body? Like he didn't have anyone else that cared about him that like didn't.
Well, no,
want
like
that?
everybody that actually loved him were like, yeah, that's what he wanted. That's
That
great.
is- okay, well that's
Yeah. So like his father wanted him to, or his stepfather wanted him to transport him to Louisiana because then he would have a better claim over his inheritance or like his estate. But his relationship with his stepfather was actually really shitty. So it was actually kind of a power move on his stepfather's side to actually even try and move him to LA or to Louisiana in the first place. But yeah,
He was
I thought
meant
that's
to
a
be
fun.
burned in a desert.
I know, I love it. I want to be, you guys, seriously, do something like that for me. I want to have a fun story.
All right. I'll make sure I get in trouble. That's the only rule.
Yeah, I wanna get you in
I'll
some
do
trouble.
something that makes people say, "Hey, you can't do that."
Do something weird with my bones. I don't know.
All right.
I'll give him to my dog.
Oh, that is weird.
Bet that marrow's good though.
We have a segue for this.
That should be
You
the
know,
segue.
I didn't
Yeah,
really.
segue.
Have been changed. The names have been changed. It's dating advice and personal stories. The names have been changed. The names have been changed.
All right. Welcome to The Names Have Been Changed, dating advice and personal stories. I just did my first pandemic Zoom date, although I didn't use Zoom because all the dating apps actually have video call features in them now since the pandemic.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of commercials.
So I used the Hinge technology, and we talked for an hour and a half, and it was pretty cool. And I think
Pretty good.
yeah, this might be the future post-pandemic as well. It might be another new thing because it makes. I mean, I don't really care. I always am just like, I'll just meet up because I'm a man and I'm not in real danger. But I think
Yeah,
it
what
makes
made-
her very comfortable.
What made this date different? Because you've been meeting up with people regardless of the pandemic.
Well, I haven't met anybody in months
Not
actually.
recently,
Yeah.
but yeah. But like
Early
did
on it was,
did she suggest it because of that or because she's a
Yeah, I just asked her if she was doing any dating, and she said she would be down. I said, "Are you dating anyone real or virtually?" And she said she would be down for virtually. And then after that, she was like, "Okay, I would meet in person now."
So did
so
you,
that's
like,
cool. So it was
set-
like a comfort thing too, like you said.
Yeah. So I was
Wasn't
thinking
so much about the virus.
I was thinking about things that I could do on Zoom dates to seem really cool. Like,
Did you do any of them?
I did some stuff. Well, first I'll tell you what I didn't do. I did not leave a copy of War and Peace out so I could walk over to it with my phone and be like, oh, I was just doing some light reading. But I think that's a possibility.
It
You
could
really-
work the other way too. Did you see that woman that left a dildo on a shelf during her work Zoom call?
No.
Oh, well, that's
So be sure to actually just make sure you don't have anything
You
in the
don't
background
have-
that you don't want.
Yeah,
that's a little tip.
Who keeps dildos on shelves?
Definitely not me. I definitely don't have a dildo shelf.
I definitely don't have a dildo.
What? That's a robot?
Yeah. Oh, I think he just came in there for a second.
Oh, okay.
I definitely don't have a.
That was actually me imitating our gentleman friend.
I did do the Superman bit. This is a bit where
Oh, you did?
I did the Superman bit. Yeah. It's
Wait,
where
wait,
you
wait,
bend over so you're coming out half of the screen. I don't know if I can describe this via audio.
No. I know this bit. This is the bit that Pat got mad about.
Yeah, it seems like you're flying like Superman.
I was gonna say, did you get in trouble this time?
No.
But I
You
didn't
bend
want
over. I learned this from a sitcom called Still Standing, where one of the characters does it with a doorway.
We gotta give some context. A couple weeks ago, we were Zooming with our friends for Quizzo, like we do every week, and Scott was doing these bits on screen, and one of our friends got a little annoyed at them. So that was the context of that.
Austin Powers types bits where he's like pretending to go downstairs.
Did
and-
you do the
Did she love
elevator?
that or what?
No, I didn't. I just did the Superman one because that's the better
okay.
camper one. Yeah, she seemed endeared, at least I would say.
Wait, so how did that
Did
even
you
come
set
up?
it
You were
up?
just like,
yeah,
hey,
like
watch
did
this.
you
Like,
just do it, or did you say, "I'm gonna do this now"?
I don't know. I guess I just fucking did it.
so like, yeah, that's were you guys just like sitting down in front of the computer? And
Yeah,
just
I mean
talking to
that's
each
what's
other?
interesting is like she could like walk over. She like, showed me a painting that was like in her house. Like you could like show people stuff in your house.
That's cute.
Which
yeah,
is
that's very
interesting.
personal.
Yeah.
Did you show her anything in your house?
I mean, I just showed her stuff in my room, random objects.
Did you make your room look like very put together? Did you do anything differently than like, or was it the real state of the room?
I think it was basically the real state of the room. I erased stuff on my whiteboard. One of the walls in my room is just a giant whiteboard.
That's
and
interesting.
No, I know. We talked about the whiteboard, but there's just a bunch of nonsense on there that I don't want to have to explain.
Did you take a
Yeah, I
picture of it
moved
so
my
you know
copy
what was
of-
on the whiteboard?
No, it's all in my brain. It's fine.
I moved my copy of 1984 when I Zoom for work because I feel like it could be misconstrued. Either like in
1984?
yeah, I don't know. Like I don't want them to think I'm like a
You
weird.
think that's like super subversive text?
I don't know because nowadays people use it incorrectly, so I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that I'm like
That's
some weird like
I think they would just think
revolutionary.
like, oh, that person went to high school.
Yeah, I think that's basically.
Come on, now you don't know how like
No,
Very
don't take
recently-
you take social context too seriously because it's like
Yeah, literally no one would think that.
yeah, you can't like let.
But it's
let
not
things
on a
meaning-
shelf. It's not on a shelf normally. It's like displayed with the cover out because I got Taylor a cool version of it. So it's like the only book that's like facing out.
I mean,
so
it's
it
a
would
good
look
book.
like I put it out on purpose like that. So
I think if it was like Mein Kampf or like something like that,
Yeah,
then you
1984
would have
is
to work. Which I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised, Julia. You're the most racist on this.
What?
Yeah.
squad. Time and time again, the polls keep coming in as you're the
I
most
mean,
racist.
I would
don't-
like to read Mein Kampf just to see what he was thinking as like
Oh,
an
sure, but you
interested
wouldn't
party.
display
we would
it.
all like to read Mein Kampf,
Everybody wants to read Mein Kampf,
but nobody wants to get put on the list that you
Speaking
get
of
put
things
on.
to impress your date.
Can
with.
we not read it? Like, is that? Can you buy it?
You can.
Yeah, you can buy
Can
it.
purchase it?
Yeah, I saw it in
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble once.
This is America, Julia.
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't ban books in America.
That's honestly what makes America great, that you can read Mein Kampf.
I'm talking about Amendment 1 of the Bill of Rights.
That's what we're talking about.
We're talking. We
Freedom
got
to
really
read.
deviated. We need to give Scott some fucking sick
think
ideas
we're-
for
Oh,
his
yeah.
date.
You think we're
We have
banning
an idea.
1984?
I'm talking about Amendment 1 of the Bill of Rights.
No
Anyway,
way.
This girl actually was not from America, but that's beside the point. Back to
where's
the
she
Zoom
Ooh,
dating.
where's she from?
She's from the Ukraine.
Nice.
Anyway, She could be
Does she have an
listening to this.
accent?
I told her that I have a podcast. What if she's listening to this? That's weird. I don't like this anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you
did you tell her
changed
what
your
it was?
name.
I
What's her
did. I
name?
hadn't said her name. No, it's fine.
You gotta
Um,
give us a fake name.
Oh yeah, you got to come up with one.
No.
Her
But it
name
can't sound
was
Ukrainian.
Clarissa.
Clarissa explains it all.
Anyway, you know what else? What I think would be fun on a Zoom date, but you wouldn't think of getting drunk, doing shots together. I
Wow,
think it
that's
could
such a
still be fun.
wild card.
It's weird.
That's pretty obvious. I feel like no.
You wouldn't think of it because you're just like in your house alone.
Yeah,
but it can still be.
it's what you would do with
Yeah.
the person, so might as well. Do
I think
It
what
could
about
still be a
taking-
shared thing.
just taking a dump in front of each other.
Oh
Cute.
yeah. Now that's
That
intimate.
way,
Some people
Yeah,
are
that
into
way.
it. I have
That
an
way-
idea.
Yeah. What is it?
If you book the date in advance, or you could even you don't have to order the item, but I was thinking you could like because it's a very 2D experience and there's no like smell involved, for example, one of the senses, you could like send the person a candle and then they can light it and then when they smell that candle later, they'll think of you and the experience because smell is a very strong sense and it recalls.
I like the idea of it, but there's no way you're mailing something to someone before you're even gonna meet
That's
them.
true. Listen, before our date, I just want to send you a candle.
Yeah.
It smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy.
It's true. Oh, does Scott know about that?
What? Yeah, I do know about that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she has like that weird Netflix show where she talks about all this like super
Whoop.
progressive shit. Yeah.
Well,
You know.
but do you know the candle?
There was a candle that smells like her vagina. I actually
yeah.
didn't know that, but
It's literally
just
called
figured?
This
I
Candle
context
Smells
clued it.
Like My Vagina.
oh yeah. Okay.
And it's sold out. But anyway, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
was
she got sued for it too because it was like
'cause it
moldy or
doesn't-
something.
Moldy.
Oh yeah, no, people got mad. She's like, "Hey, this actually does not
You
smell
know,
like
just to
that poop."
clarify, that's
Somebody
not...
trademarked her vagina smell, and they needed the rights.
George, did you have an idea?
Yeah.
Play chess.
Play
Play
chess.
chess.
Oh yeah, you can do
Chess
that.
is so hot right now.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
Because of Queen's Gambit.
Plus,
Yeah.
then, if you're good at it, she's like, "Oh, this guy's smart." But then
Oh,
if she's good at it, then you're like, "Oh, damn, this girl's
She's
smart."
a robot.
It's good both
No.
ways.
Somebody's
yeah,
gonna
no,
be
yeah,
impressed.
she's a fucking robot.
She's a
Because women
robot.
are not good at fucking. Because that was a show with state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chess. Yeah, chess
is
would be fun.
Chess is a good. I said chess because it's like easy. Everyone, you don't have to have like identical sets,
Yeah. It doesn't matter how.
and it can be physical too. Like you don't because playing obviously you can play chess with your phone, but I
So
think
would
there's
the
something
other
cool.
person-
Well,
about,
we
like,
can
the
be
tangible-
talking to each other while playing it online.
That's what I'm saying, and it's
Yeah.
also like nice to actually like
Oh.
tangibly hold pieces and move them around. It,
Oh
like,
yeah, but I'm saying you
adds
don't even
a
have to
further
do that.
connection.
Is
What'd you say?
George saying tangible or?
Yeah.
or- I feel like
I'm saying
Scott's saying
tangible.
digital.
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying
George is talking about using an actual chess set, but I think that's kind of ridiculous because you'd have to like look at the move
The
they
other
made and
person-
move their
Yeah.
piece for them.
Why is that? People
It's
do
not
that.
that
People play chess
ridiculous.
over the mail like that. It's cute.
Okay, yeah, all right, fine, it's cute.
You would have to explain.
Thank you. People, and then she'd be like, "You guess what I did with Scott? We played chess like in
This
Queen's
is the
Gambit, and it
Ukrainian
was-
accent.
Yeah.
Wait, did that not sound like a Ukrainian woman? a voluptuous Ukrainian lady? Hey, I don't, Scott. That actually sounds like George, the sex
Mexican
expert. too.
sex
Yeah.
expert. The
It's weird.
Mexican guy. It's a Mexican
I guess Ukrainian
accent, George. Come
accent's really similar to Mexican. Man, we keep veering really far off topic.
I mean, that's fine.
on. That's
Yeah.
the point of this for me.
Yeah,
Oh, you just veer. It's a veer situation.
veering is fun.
And
Virtuation.
cooking is another one that could be fun. You're making a recipe together and then
Oh
you
yeah,
eat
like
it together.
you each make cookies, but like we could be like, ooh, that's a good one, a competition. But then I guess you can't really just.
You can't taste it. Yeah.
No,
It
you
could
have
just
to
be
make the
based on
same
looks.
thing.
What looks the best?
I think you'd be making the same thing because if not, then you're not sharing the, the experience.
Yeah.
Did anyone text us a movie this week?
Text us a movie and we'll say it.
What are they spraying?
Text us a movie and we'll say it.
Teen
all the
edition.
What are you looking at, butthead?
I got it. Welcome to Text Us a Movie and We Say It, where you text us a movie and we say it live on the air. This week, nobody texted us a movie.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Are you serious?
Somebody texted
Dude,
us.
listen.
Wait, you know what? We were texted about a Weird Al movie a while back, and I don't think we ever got
yeah,
around
we never
to it.
used it.
Oh yeah, Jeff Naylor.
Can reuse
Jeff
that.
Naylor texted us
Jeff
UHF.
Naylor texted us UHF.
Yes, that is a Weird Al movie.
Can we bring up a clip real quick?
Well, I'm going to do a countdown, and then Julia, if you want to say UHF after the countdown.
What does it stand for?
It's a type of media. It's like like tapes or like video cassette.
Oh.
I think it's a signal. A
Yeah,
specific
okay,
type
yeah,
of
that's-
TV signal.
Yeah, for like public access.
Public access.
That's what it is.
3, 2, 1, go.
UHF featuring Weird Al.
Good job. And we have a clip from it. Right here.
Wow, that was quick.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land, to eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. In Vietnam, his job was to dispose of enemy personnel, to kill, period. Win by attrition. Well, Rambo was the best.
Weird Al does a good Stallone.
Yeah, well, Weird Al's Rambo in UHF. He plays
Oh,
Rambo.
really?
You know what's funny? We always do these bits where the movie does not match the thing or whatever. I'm just going to break this fourth wall here. But there is actually a scene in UHF where Weird Al is like doing a satire of Rambo.
Yeah, it's great. And he's got like this weird plastic fucking muscles, and that
Yeah,
movie is
it's actually
legit.
really funny.
UHF is a great movie.
I've never
Thank you,
I
Jeff.
never knew this existed until now. This is
Yeah,
great.
go watch it.
Thank
All
you, Jeff.
Thanks, Joff.
Okay, so if you want to hear us say your movie on the air, text it to us. You probably know us. Or email us if you don't have the text. You can always email us anything at themichaeljacobsmoment@gmail.com. And keep listening every Monday morning wherever there are podcasts. And leave us reviews. If you got reviews, we'll hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear 'em.
We'll read them.
Oh,
we'll
you
be
know
like,
what?
"Oh,
We can read some of them on the air. That's
what he was
a
saying.
good idea.
Yeah.
We'll
Send
do
us your
read-
best review and we'll read it
Next
on the
week,
air. Literally,
next week. We'll
listen,
read
anything you send, we will do.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay? We're desperate for user engagement. Okay?
If you need us
we'll
to
do
cold call your leads, we will do it live on
Ooh.
air.
Yeah, because there's no stake in it for us, so we'll be really good at it.
If you have, and I've said this at the very first episode, but if you have some sort of manifesto that you would like to have read live on the air, then I'll read your manifesto. Any crazy message you got?
Don't send us Mein Kampf, though. We're not going to read that.
No, it's got to be your own work.
Yeah, because Julie already has 4 copies.
Yeah,
And one
I've
is prominently
been there,
displayed
done
next to
that.
1984.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Bye. Michael Jacob coming at you.
They burn my body. They burn my body.